There below is Barkley. And is hit.
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3. And for the Nets, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Harris. And it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Irving with the bounce pass. Jordan the pass to Irving. Jordan dishes to Harris. Back to Harden. Now Lopez. Middleton drives in. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. Indoors tonight, 2 experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game. So let's see how this plays out.
Here's Irving. Here's Jordan. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
What about the intensity? Go ahead, Mr. Jordan. We see you working out there.
Now here is Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Here's Irving. Following the bucket by the Bucks. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Tight defense on him. Oh, that's blocked. And they'll keep possession. Second chance shot. Rebounded by the Nets.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And the dunk by Lopez.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Now here's Irving. Pass to Harden. Back to Irving. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Irving can't get it to go. Bucks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Holiday. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Holiday's got his second bucket of the night.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And even through contact, Kyrie still able to finish shots consistently.
And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
To the middle. Kicks it out to Johnson. The Nets working the ball around now. And it's Durant missing. Milwaukee leading by 6. And taken away by Johnson. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Luwawu. Finished off the break.
To maximize your scoring opportunities, you've got to be able to turn people over. Find easy ways to get in transition. Tyler Johnson getting it done.
Middleton outside. Shoots from the high post. A rebound by the Nets. Outside Durant. The shot's good.
Well, don't let Kevin Durant get comfortable from the mid-range because that is money in the bank.
Here is Forbes. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's There's Portis. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Nets have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Luwawu, the pass to Durant. 2 points. That one goes.
And this is Durant's game, right? As soon as he catches the ball, he's ready. Pre-shot preparation outstanding.
Here is Forbes. He's guarded by Johnson. Back to Middleton. To the inside.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those,
Yes.
that's for sure. Now here's Johnson. No points in the game yet for him. It's Durant on the wing, guarded by Tucker. Middleton for 3. Oh, he nailed it! And that concludes the first quarter of play. Bucks lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
They've got Griffin. Durant is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. And it's Irving in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
It's not rocket science. At some point, the defense has to show more urgency getting back in transition.
Forbes dishes to Tucker. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, that's what you call an intimidating finish. Tucker's explosive leaping ability on full display, guys.
Brown the pass to Griffin. Durant down low. Defended by Middleton.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Brooklyn. Luwawu-Cabarrot comes in for Green. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Kyrie Irving. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes.
Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
Here's Holiday, and it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
The 3 from KD. On the wing, Brown. Griffin kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Durant. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. KD's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, terrific job by Tyler Johnson to do exactly what they want him to do. Find his open teammates.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bucks.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Griffin dishes to Johnson. For 3, Durant. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. And the dunk by Jordan. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And with that, the Bucks lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Irving. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
And that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Harris passes to Harden. Now here's Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Wow, how about the reach of DeAndre Jordan? That looked darn near impossible.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Trying to get open is Lopez. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Harden kicks to Irving. A three-pointer off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looks good from here.
You know this, if you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
Jeff Green, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's his first foul. Outside, KD. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Brown the pass to KD. To the wing on the left. Luwawu Cabarro kicks to Brown. And that time, also a missed shot. From deep three-point range, he beat the buzzer!
Deliver.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through two quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
On the court for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Holiday with it. Loads it up for Giannis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Irving for three. Knocks down the three ball. Irving's got 9.
Well, there is a special nature to Kyrie Irving's ability to answer back with the three.
Holiday with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Harden against Holiday, and he comes up with the deuce. He's got 8.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Outside Irving. Harris outside. Puts up a 3. The shot misses. Now the Bucks take it the other way. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. For 3. The rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The 10-footer. That one rolling around and rims out.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Middleton can't get it to go.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Out to Harris from outside the arc. The rebound by Middleton. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Bucks. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points, and so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Bucks making a change here. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game. Brown outside. Pass to Johnson. Deflects the pass. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Looking to get back on track here. And KD throws it down.
How about the ability of Durant to make those long strides to the rim and absorb the contact?
Holiday looking for an opening. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Unbelievable. He blew that. Look, guys, no clue what went wrong there.
Durant, the 18-footer is right on the mark. Durant's got 4 this quarter.
Well, Kevin Durant can just hurt you in so many different ways. He's almost unguardable when he's pulling that jump shot.
58 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Connaughton. The kick out to Holiday. 5 to shoot. Right side, Portis. Fades. And it's off the back rim. No good. Nets trail by 17. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed in there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Bucks with some changes. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Middleton outside. No good on the shot. The Nets go the other way with it.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Griffin kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. And Durant puts up a deep 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And a wide open look for Portis. And the Bucks miss again.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
And so it's Milwaukee riding a 15-point lead at the end. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Nets. Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Irving in at the 2 spot. Harden dishes to Jordan. The pass to Green. Irving for 3. Count it. Number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. And the wide-open shot from DiVincenzo. No good from outside.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game. Well, we've seen this 1 or 2 times, have we not? DeAndre Jordan, finishing end of the alley-oop. Nice.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Middleton outside. Goes up at the stripe. Rebound, Brooklyn.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's Tucker. Up again. Green with the rebound. Nets trail by 12. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Durant's checked in for the Nets. Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Milwaukee with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Outside Holiday. Middleton drives in, fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And if you foul Middleton in the act, you may as well chalk the point up. He's always been a very consistent free throw shooter.
And that one falls for Middleton. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. On the wing, Harris. Back to Durant. On the wing, Irving. Nets passing it around. Harden finds Jordan. Outside Durant. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. The kick out to Irving. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Irving's got 5 points in the quarter.
No defense right there for that shot from Irving. Release so quick, especially off the pass.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Holiday goes in. Count it, good.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Back to Harden. Left side, Irving. Outside Durant. The 3. Let's keep it alive. Back to Irving. Passes it to Harris. From the arc. It's tipped. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 5. Takes a 3.
As a defender, Middleton can suffocate you with his length. Nice stop there.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Milwaukee.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses Love the effort tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Giannis outside. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From outside the arc, good on the three-point shot.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. The activity in front of the Brooklyn. And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our...
Kevin, thanks. Star player.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. And for the Nets, Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the 4-man position. And a deep 3 from Irving. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Irving's got the opening basket of the game for the Nets.
See right there, Kyrie showing you the range. Usually hovers around 40% from 3. Must be accounted for at all times.
Lillard against Harden. Tries it from 9. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Credit to D for not giving up on that play. He's a tough cover down low.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dave can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Oh, good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
For the Trailblazers, it's been a slow start here. 7-point differential. Here's Lillard to stop the run, and the layup is up and in.
Lillard is phenomenal at penetrating to the bucket with his speed, athleticism, difficult to slow down.
Harden the pass to Harris. Kicks it to Irving. Lets it go with the 3. Rebound by Nurkic. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And the shot goes down.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Nobody near Irving. Shot clock reset for the Nets. Jordan finds Harden. Irving from long range. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. They get it back. The feed now to McCollum. The shot by Lillard wide open. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And here are the Trailblazers now. They trail by 3. The finish and the jam by Harden.
Look at how active Irving is on defense. Always using his quick hands to swipe away steals.
Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Lillard surveying the D. Over Harden. And the shot is long.
He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
Claxton. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Lillard, right side, pass to Powell. He kicks it to Covington. It's McCollum on the wing. 5 on the clock. To the paint. Picked off in midair. On the wing, Harris. Guarded by Powell. Harris passes to Harden. Irving from long range. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Here's McCollum. And the basket is good.
Love the sensational ball control from McCollum. He makes it look so easy.
Brooklyn leading by 5. Harden outside. Outside Irving. For 3. Again, Irving missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Yeah, and the blinding quickness right there on display for McCollum. He excels at leaking out and capitalizing in the open floor.
And a deep 3 from Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Irving's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Nets. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington. And Cantor throws it down.
You're dealing with a lot when you're guarding Cantor. Big frame, good moves, good feet, good finisher, and doesn't mind the physical battle.
Jones checked in for Portland. And Fernie Simons comes in for Damian Lillard. The Nets have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Right wing. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Durant. From deep three-point range, and the Nets another 3.
And listen, as soon as Durant gets past the half-court line, he's in range. I know that sounds crazy, but you need to start picking him up out there.
A floater. And it's Simons missing.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Here's Johnson. Makes it off the glass.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
There's 18 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Powell with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And he banks in the layup.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
The wide open look for Durant. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Brooklyn with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've set the... Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to us about others.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it's part of their strategy coming in, no doubt. And there may not be that much their opponent can do about it.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the point guard. And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. 6-point lead.
Well, you know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a roll out on his team.
Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Powell. Back to Jones. Fires from deep. Sinks the three-pointer.
And Simons a bit undersized at that two-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. Here's Simons. He's covered by Irving. And a wide open look for McCollum. They get it back.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Nets with the lead. On the wing, Green. And on the way from Irving for three, and the three ball is good. Irving's got 11 points.
Oh, you got to love Irving. His range is incredible. His form, impeccable.
Here's McCollum. The putback, and Cantor able to finish.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Lets it go from the wing, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Here's McCollum. He has 6. Count that one. 8 points for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Simons. No one near him. Here's Cantor. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Jeff Green on the wing. Irving passes to Griffin. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And McCollum the bucket on the assist from Enes Kanter. McCollum's got the lead up to 2 now for Portland. Outside Irving. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
A good look from McCollum. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off. And the D is struggling to keep up.
Irving dishes to Brown. Looking to end the run. The 15-footer. Irving misses.
You know what a kind of competitor he is? I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and then that helps account for their lead.
Irving for 3. That one, no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Here's Simons. And it's sent back by KD.
Durant has arms that just keep on going. You aren't going to be able to just get a shot by it.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. So for the Nets, Luwawu is checked in for Griffin. Joe Harris comes in for Bruce Brown. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Irving. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Andre Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
For 3, Durant. He can't get that one to fall. McCollum from deep 3-point land. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Portland. What a quarter that saw them. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They have an 8-point lead. Shaq, how do you think? That's all for now.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
We got Harden. Also, Landry Shamet is out there. Joe Harris is out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the power forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And finished off by Nurkic.
I like to see this. Lillard patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
Nets trail by 7. On the wing, Harden. He has 5. There's the pass to Claxton. Back to Harris. It's stolen by Little. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself.
And Harden sent a message to the D with the block, really showing his extraordinary athleticism on the defensive end.
And that one's good. Lillard.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, showing that short area skill allows him to create some space.
Harden with it. He's picked up by Little. That one good for 2. Harden's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Harden loves getting contact on his shots, showing off his true muscle and level of concentration.
Lillard attacking, and then Lillard slams it in.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Harden outside. But they recover it. Pass to Shamet. For 3, Harris. A putback. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Here's Little. It's good. And now it's an 11-point Trailblazer lead.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
From deep, Harden. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double-digit assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for the Nets. Kicks it out to Lillard. Off target from outside.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Claxton with the bucket.
He's superb at finding open teammates. Harden, I love how he looks to shed a rock.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Powell trying to free himself up. Cantor. Out to Anthony. Lillard from outside. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got his 6th rebound on the night. Down low and stolen by Lillard. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Powell's got his 2nd bucket.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Irving can't hit.
Gets the look he wants and still no luck. Tough fight.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
McCollum uses his wily strength to sink these shots. Even when you rough him up, he finds a way to score.
And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant's checked in for Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Portland. Irving for 3. Portland grabs the miss. Kansas got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Kicks it out to McCollum. 43 seconds left here in the third quarter, and it's good for 2. Jones has got 5 now.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Irving looking for an opening. Passes to Brown. It's Durant on the wing. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And Portland with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Good on the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Irving against McCollum. Outside Irving. The dish to Griffin. There's Green with the 3. And Cancer pulls it down. Here's Jones. The teardrop falls in. Jones has got 4 this quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got C.J. McCollum. Jones is out there with Powell. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Simons in at the point guard position. Here's Nurkic. Powell, no one around him, hits it from three-point range. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Robert Covington's checked in for Derek Jones. Lillard against Johnson. Now, here's Lillard. He's guarded closely. Powell, that's good.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Lynette shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. On the wing, Brown. Back to KD. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's foul number 2 for him. Portland leading by 23. Lillard outside. Dishes it to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Fires for 3. And no good. Good work defensively by Johnson. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Give it up for the D. No fear. You risk getting posterized. You know what, though? But you still take them on.
McCollum kicks to Covington. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. They grab their own miss. Kicks it out to Lillard. Here's Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. And here's Covington from the arc. It's Covington on the wing. Lillard from outside. Good on the triple. Lillard's got 9 points here in the second half.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
Durant deciding where to go with it. And he uses the glass on the layup.
What a player. Durant making difficult finishes. Looks second nature. Nothing gets to this guy.
McCollum outside. Lillard right side. Shot clock at 6. And the 3 off target. And so Griffin will bring it up for Brooklyn. Now here's Lillard. And here's McCollum. It's Powell on the wing. McCollum outside. Drills it from outside. McCollum's got 20 points.
You got to know McCollum is looking to fire off the pass. This is why you must play up on him.
Outside, KD. Portland grabs the miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Yeah, a D like that isn't going to get you back in the game. You have to stay connected to these shooters.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Trailblazers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for C.J. McCollum.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot heat.
And Luwawu gets it to go.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it. And that's a shame. His three-point game hasn't been there for him today, but don't sleep on him. At any moment, he could get his touch back. The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Covington wide open. He fires.
Now, that's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Luwawu. Nailed from three-point land. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Well, this one is winding down now. Portland can watch the clock run out. Lillard from deep three-point land, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this one.
The shot by KD, no good. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way
and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys. And a look at the status here of both teams, injured players, and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the center. And for Brooklyn, we've got Jordan. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harden in at the point guard position.
Impeccable timing on the rejection. Jordan takes pride in his defensive capabilities.
Outside Durant. From deep. Paul George grabs the miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Morris into the lane. Zubats the pass to Morris. Back to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
And how about the setup? Man, Morris keeping his head up. Beautiful assist.
Outside Durant. On the wing, Irving. Offline with his three. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
And here's Harden for three. And again, it's the Nets missing. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles. For your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
He gets it in there.
Tremendous focus by Kyrie. Doesn't let the contact throw him off.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Beverley. Irving with the steal. Harden outside. And the rejection by Leonard. Takes the three. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Beverley. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
When he's not shooting threes, you'll find Patrick Beverley at the rim.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Nobody near Irving. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
They get the rebound. A second chance effort. And the rejection by Zubats. Here's George. Here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
Beverley for three. James Harden with the rebound. Nets trail by 10. Back to KD. Count the basket. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Zubats, that's good.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Harden the pass to Harris. Fires the three. Hands it from downtown.
And that's exactly what he's looking for
draining the triple.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 10-point game. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Pass to Zubac. Beverly feeling it out a bit. 6 to shoot. And it's sent back by Irving. But they get it back. And the wide open shot from Morris. From outside off the mark. In transition, here come the Nets. Harden's got the ball.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
And that does it for the first quarter. The Clippers on top, up by 8. 2K Sports. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Brooklyn now, Green is out there with Luwawu. Then there's Brown. Then it's Johnson. And it's Griffin in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injuries slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Patterson, he's checked in for the Clippers. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
The pass to Green. Brown kicks to Green. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Luwawu. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Kennard for 3. The rebound by Luwawu. Nets trail by 10. Brown outside. Johnson outside. Passes it to Luwawu. To the inside. Here's Griffin. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Batum attacking, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Johnson outside. Pass to Brown. Here's Luwawu, defended by Batum. Three-pointer. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Luwawu.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
Jackson passes to Kennard. Beyond the arc. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Johnson surveying the floor. From deep. It's hauled in by the Clippers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Throws it up high. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. The dish to Griffin. Green with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. From outside, off the mark.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
You can see Patterson just track that in the air the whole way. You knew he would finish the hoop.
Johnson, the pass to Griffin. To the middle. It's good.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Los Angeles leading by 10. Got a piece of it. Griffin with the steal. Johnson goes in. He gets that one.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And James Harden subbed in for Brown. And it's blocked. Here's Harris. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Rondo scanning the floor. Inside. And there's Paul George on the assist by Rondo. George has got his second basket of the night.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Here's Johnson. Jordan trying to free himself up, and he recovers it. Claxton the pass to Harden. Just 5 to shoot. And it's off from 3-point range. It's 2-on-1. Now 8 seconds separating the two. Whoa! Hammering it in!
Letting it all hang out. When George takes flight, just enjoy the show.
Harden outside. There's the triple. Drills the three-pointer. Harden's got 5 points so far.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Outside Rondo. Pass to Leonard. Now here's Zubats. Over Jordan. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Both sides attack.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. And for the Clippers, the wing tandem of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George inviting historic comparison. And that'll...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Paul George really making a difference here.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Batuma's out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's George. Oh!
And that's just showing off. DeMarcus with the creativity plus the thunderous force.
Now Harden. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on and on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment. But the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. But I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
Zubats is checked in for DeMarcus Cousins.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Irving misses.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech at halftime.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. Hits the three-point bomb. Harden's got 8 points.
Finally. Now 1 for 5 here in the third. We'll see if that boosts their confidence.
On the wing, Morris. falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 6 assists here tonight.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Harden kicks to Irving. From past the arc. The shot, no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. George passes to Batum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing. And his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there. Kind of a glue guy.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden.
All the way back in high school, Kyrie showed us he has a unique touch from distance.
Here's Kennard. Cousins against Brown.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Outside Irving. From deep three-point range, and the Nets another 3.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Now here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
A decisive finish for Reggie Jackson at the rim.
Nets trail by 11. Outside Irving. No good on the 3.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
To the paint, here's Cousins. Outside for Jackson. Back to Cousins. With the floater. Batum passes to Cousins. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
And this is what you like about Cousins. Has the power, has the length, but then has these crafty little moves like that up fake.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is checked in for Nicholas Batum. Durant for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Morris has got his 5th rebound in this one. Floats it up for Cousins. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And finished off by KD.
You can see why he loves to play in transition. You give Durant a head of steam, there's no stopping him.
51 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Kennard for 3. Nets trail by 10. Always going up for the alley-oop here. KD with the bucket. Durant's got 6.
A graceful athlete in his prime of his career. Durant with great body control through contact.
Jackson kicks to Cousins. Back to Jackson. Clippers moving the ball around. Cousins finds Kennard. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. He's got 5. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the 3rd quarter got underway. Irving from long range bangs home the trifecta.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. The first one falls.
And with Reggie Jackson, it's a testament to his natural talent that he often leaves us wanting a little bit more.
And here's Harden. In the corner, it's Harris. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Harris, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the 4. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
Harden surveying the D. Misses the 3.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboards.
And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Jackson. Jackson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Harden outside. Kicks it to Harris. Back to Harden. Puts up a 3. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
Man, at what point do you blame the play calling more than the player?
And stolen by Harris. And they're pushing it up. There's the lob to the hoop. Claxton, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off. And sometimes that's all it takes.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D. And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Nets trail by 12. Harris outside. Launches it. And again, it's the Nets missing.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Some changes for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Brown. Harden outside. And there's the pass to Harris. Here's the 3. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 3rd assist on the night.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Here's Beverly. Passes it to George. And the foul on Harden. That's his first foul. Kevin Durant's checked in for Blake Griffin. George looking over the floor. Pass to Oturu. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Excellent pass, PG-13. Keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
For the 3. Oturu with the rebound. Clippers leading by 11. George, that's a 2-pointer. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
Harden the pass to Harris. To the inside. Leonard with the steal. Stolen by Harden. Pass to Irving. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
What's nice about this in-between area for Kyrie, compared to going to the rim, he has a little more room to get his shot off.
KD against Leonard. Here's Oturu. Makes it off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 13. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
George, no good. And KD's got the ball here for Brooklyn. Down by 12.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Clippers.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for George.
Woo, he put on a clinic tonight. Terrific vision, sees the whole floor, and he hits guys in their spots with pinpoint dimes.
Outside Durant, jacks up a three. Kevin Durant can't get that one to fall. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
And Cousins kicks to Beverly. Outside, George. The three. George missing again. Outside Irving. And again, it's the Nets missing. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll happen.
Hold my control my
Downtown Milwaukee is seen and nothing.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant is out there with Harris. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the point. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Here's Irving after the basket by Milwaukee. Back to KD. Shoots. Offensive rebound. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Well, I like how Jordan embraces his role on this team. I mean, it's all about rebounding and putbacks for him at the offensive end.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. The Nets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. The 3 from Harden. Irving passes to Jordan. Rebounded by the Bucks. Now here's Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Absolutely awesome to watch Antetokounmpo rise up for these throwdowns. I mean, it's really quite easy for him.
Now here's Harden. Up again. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Harden. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's KD. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Stolen by Harden. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Holiday looking for an opening. And no good that time. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
When Antetokounmpo is driving, he's locked in on finishing no matter what the defense hits him with.
Nets trail by 4. And here's Harden. Outside Durant. A 3-ball. His 4th shot. His 4th miss. Still looking for his touch tonight. And Giannis throws it down hard.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Now here's Harden. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Yep, that one goes in there. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Griffin's shot is off.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
you know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Luwawu. Green kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Johnson. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Bucks leading by 7. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Forbes. Middleton outside. High arcing shot. The rebound by Luwawu. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul. 6 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Johnson. No good on the last second attempt there. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action after this word. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he was asked about his goal.
For me personally, I just want to know.
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. You've got Irving. He's out there with Brown. Griffin is out there with Green. And it's Claxton in at the 4.
And ever since entering the league, that's been one of Griffin's favorite ways to score, attacking that offensive glass.
Connaughton kicks to Middleton. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Portis can't get it to go. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Nets. They trail by 7.
And that corner 3, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes and makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter.
The shot will not fall. Here's Middleton, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Boy, for me, it's really been fun watching the evolution of Chris Middleton. I mean, a rangy 2 guard who can really stuff the stat sheet.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Jeff Green. Harris is checked in for Bruce Brown. And it's James Harden in for Kyrie Irving.
Nice awareness from the young forward. Giannis Antetokounmpo showing he wants to work it to his guys.
Nets trail by 11. It's Durant on the wing.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. To the middle, here's Giannis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant, He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Nice fake with the layup off the mark. Nets trail by 11. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Jordan. Lopez grabs the board. Lopez has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Super quick in transition. The Greek Freak jumping down the throat of the defense with that speed.
Harris passes to Jordan. Fires the 3. Harris misses.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Harden inside the three-point line. That one a little long. And the Bucks with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Shots good by Middleton.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Now, here is Harden. For 3, Harris. Jordan controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
DeAndre Jordan knows a big part of his job is to gobble up rebounds. That time, an angry putback from Jordan.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. And the dunk by Giannis.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Well, you've got to recognize how active Middleton is on defense. I mean, this is a guy that you can't afford to be careless around.
Harris kicks to Durant. Over Middleton. Rebounded by the Bucks. Lopez has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly. And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
It could go. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's... All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 20 points, and that.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Now Johnson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Luau, the pass to Griffin. Lopez with the block.
You could see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
Yep, that one goes. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Back to Antetokounmpo, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And the Bucks making a change here. Tucker's checked in.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Down low. Floats one. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 5 assists tonight.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Now here's Green. No points in the game yet for him. At the tip, and Crippen stays with it.
They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backboard.
Guys, it is not that complicated. When a shot goes up, hit and go get. That means hit your man and then go get the ball.
Goes up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the length of Green is a real issue for the D. His arms just go forever, which often results in a lot of shooting fouls for him.
A different look for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Bruce Brown. And it's James Harden in for Johnson. Nets trail by 21. On the wing, Harris. Back to Harden. Over in the corner, Green to the inside. Here's Jordan. Rebounded by the Bucks.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Here's Connaughton. And Tucker kicks to Portis. Over to the left wing. Forbes. The rebound by Jeff Green.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
And stolen by Portis. Now the Bucks moving it up. 3-pointer. No good from Connaughton. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. Harden outside. And the jam by Harden.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively. But quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Durant's checked in for Brooklyn. Bucks leading by 21. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got his second basket.
Using that strong upper body, Tucker can definitely play through contact.
To the paint, and stolen by Portis. Fast break, Milwaukee by himself rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now here's Durant. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 6 on the shot clock. It's good.
Yeah, Durant and his teammates really in sync. I mean, helping each other out, facilitating for each other. That basket there, a real team effort.
Here is Forbes. Here's DiVincenzo. Portis kicks to Connaughton. And he jams it with authority.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
DiVincenzo with it. 6 points for him. And that one released in time, but no good.
Boy, Irving looking engaged and aggressive there, making an impact at the defensive end.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Brown, also Johnson out there. Johnson is out there with Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the power forward. Now here's Griffin. Jeff Teague unable to get his shot to go. A nice shot by Griffin. Griffin's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Brooklyn.
And that's just too easy. When Griffin gets to that area of the floor, expect him to finish.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
On the wing, Johnson. Clock at 6. And the baseline jumper, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Teague with the ball, and Griffin picks him up defensively, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
Now here's Giannis, off on the layup. Here's Claxton on the wing. Brown. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Johnson kicks to Johnson. Shoots the three. Warog grabs the board. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Lopez, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for the Nets. Here's Nwora. Fires it up. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Now here is Holiday. A three-pointer, no good.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Green kicks to Harden. Rebound, Milwaukee. Lopez has got 6 rebounds here tonight. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Kept alive, and Holiday is right there.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else's.
Here's Green after Drew Holiday's score. Outside Irving. That one doesn't go. Now the Bucks take it the other way. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And the Nets also making a change. Durant's checked in. Nobody near Irving. And Harden on the follow.
I don't think there's anybody who works harder for his points than Harden does. I mean, if he has to attack the glass to get him, he'll do that too.
Oh, and here comes Kevin Durant all alone. And then Durant with the jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bucks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Giannis.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
And so it's Milwaukee now. James Harden missing on the three. Here's Forbes. Off target from outside. 46 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And that one's good, Irving.
You know, that goes back, I think, to playing with LeBron in their Cleveland days. Kyrie learned how to operate without the ball some.
Here's Portis. Brooklyn with the rebound. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Harris outside. On the wing, Irving. Back to Harris. Jordan against Portis. Jordan the pass to Harris. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Back to Portis. Pass to Tucker. Here's Connaughton. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. And the outcome of it, David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. A look from earlier as the Nets bus arrives at the arena. No doubt this is a club ready to handle this. And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge out on the sideline. Dave.
Hey, Kevin. Well, another Kevin.
It does indeed. Thanks, David. So the Nets starting 5. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Harris. Then it's Jordan. Here we go. And it's KD in at the 4-man position. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
And then Durant with the jam.
Well, here's the thing. Irving draws so much attention from the defense. I mean, there's always a guy left wide open.
Here's Lillard. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
The shot by KD. No good. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. Nurkic can't hit.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
And the basket by Harden. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Chalk up 2 there.
You gotta love McCollum's game. His floater is soft but deadly.
Outside Irving. It's good from long range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Lillard with it, and it's Harden picking him up. They get it back. Covington dishes to Lillard. Nurkic the pass to Powell. Shot clock at 5. Portland moving the ball over. And it's Lillard missing.
Got to give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he still keeps firing.
Harris misses. For the Trailblazers, it's been a slow start here. Trailing by 5. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there, staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
Irving can't hit.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Well, McCollum is used to getting hit. Got to respect his ability to draw contact on the way up.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good. A different look now for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And Jones subbed in for Norman Powell. Then for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Bruce Brown in for Joe Harris. Outside Irving. Griffin kicks to Irving. Tries again. The shot comes out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the basket by McCollum.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Round the pass to Green. Now here's Griffin. He's covered by Kanter. Fires, high post, off the left rim and out.
Oh, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
Jones, that falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
Harden outside. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Lillard. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Irving from long range. Damian Lillard pulls it in, and Portland with the ball. They're on a 12-3 run. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the speed of McCullough, outstanding at using it on the drive to pick up the contact.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Simons is checked in, and the Nets also making a change. Claxton's checked in.
And even though he's undersized, McCullough is just a tenacious scorer. He's a confident shooter that can catch fire quickly.
Green, the pass to Claxton. Free throw line jump shot. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Here's Simons. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
So for the Nets, Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Johnson in for James Harden. Fast break, here they come. Here's McCollum. Jones trying to get open. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Jones.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Luwawu. Anthony with the defensive effort. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And just a shade over 70% from the line a season ago. That's an area I'm sure he wants to improve.
Well, known for his unique personality, Cantor also remains a solid role player, someone his teammates enjoy playing with.
Johnson outside. Pass to Green. Brown outside. He doesn't hit that one. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Trailblazers lead by 11. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he deals with the...
I look to the times where...
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen, Trailblazers pretty much in control here.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, governing the split-second chance opportunities. I mean, that's what has them in the lead right now.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Pass to Harris. The Nets working the ball around now. Griffin trying to get open.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that one.
Anthony, the pass to Simons. Anthony with it, picked up by Brown. And the pass to Simons. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan, just denying those shots there with tremendous power. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Brown feeling it out a bit. At the elbow, Griffin. 5 on the clock. Harris misses. And Covington maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Brown with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Durant, wide open. He fires. Offline with his three.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open three is usually like a layup for him.
The shot by Powell, no good. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. Trailblazers leading by 17. Powell kicks to Covington. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Anthony in the corner. The tray. Covington's shot is off. Nets have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. And then Durant with the jam.
Oh, man, brushing off the defense with ease. Durant is no stranger to being played with physicality.
Here's Simons to the middle and stolen by Jordan. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And then Durant with the dunk.
And when he's out in the open floor and has a head of steam, there really isn't any way you can slow him down.
Passes it to Anthony. Down low. Here's Nurkic. Lets the three fly. Portland no good that time either. Nets trail by 13. And here's Brown outside. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
There's 57 seconds left here in the second. Nurkic the pass to Simons. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 17.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Launches a 3. But they'll get another chance. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Portland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. There's 21 seconds left in the first half of basketball. To the paint. Griffin with the steal. Harris outside. And he's good on the 3 ball. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game. Here's Simons. With 1 on the clock. That one drops for him. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Portland out in front, up by 16. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's a tremendous start for C.J. McCollum. He had 10 points, and he doesn't get talked about that much, but Yusuf Nurkic. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward.
Oh, he's a great presence to have near the bucket. Kansas is going to go after every rebound. And when he gets his hands on that, that's what happens.
And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Irving against McCollum. 5 to shoot. Kansas kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Irving attacking. Count it. Irving's got 5 points so far. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Jones checked in for Portland. The Nets also changing it up. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. And it's Green in for Harris. Lillard dishes to Cantor. The shot, no good. The Nets go the other way with it. Here's Irving. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
Now, I love how Irving stays focused on the bucket. Tenacious at driving inside and muscling shots over the defense.
Lillard outside. And it's McCollum in the corner. And Lillard gets it to go. He has 6.
Well, Lillard has some ridiculous handles. His ball control simply sublime.
Outside Irving. From deep. And Jones pulls it down.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Powell, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Cantor. A rebound by the Nets. Outside Irving. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Nurkic checked in for Cantor. The Nets shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Now, the learning curve for point guards in the NBA can be pretty steep, but Irving was a quick study. It didn't take him long to become an elite player.
And the foul on Harden. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Brown is checked in for Kevin Durant. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Cullen passes to Powell. Kicks to Nurkic and taken away by Brown. It's McCollum on the wing. Nurkic trying to get open. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Nurkic. McCollum's got 13.
You got to know McCollum is looking to fire off the pass. This is why you must play up on him.
Green passes to Irving. And Brooklyn turns it over again.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Anthony's checked in. There's 1:38 left to play here in the 3rd. Lillard attacking. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Brooklyn called for the foul.
So crafty when driving to the rim. Whether it's scoring or getting to the line, Lillard simply makes the play.
1:33 left to play in the 3rd. On the wing, Irving. There's the 3. That one misses. And the Trailblazers going the other way.
Not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just won in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
Here's Powell. Kicks it out to Lillard from downtown. A rebound by the Nets.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
Offensive rebound. Back to Brown. The deep 3 from Green. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Pass to Powell. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. To the inside. Here's Irving. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Irving's got 9 points in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Lillard against Harden. Lillard attacking. Here's Nurkic. It's Powell on the wing. Sinks the triple. Powell's got 7.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
A shot by Harden, wide open. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Gets it off. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. Defensively, they have had their sights set on Kevin Durant, and they've done it. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Yeah, no need for hero ball there. I mean, you just need to make the right basketball play. Outstanding dish that time.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony is out there with Powell. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Simons in at the shooting guard. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
And on the way from Irving for 3, drains the three-pointer.
Strange game for him. Barely made any noise in the first half, and here in the second, he's been everywhere.
Here is Lillard. Pass to Simons. Feeds to Nurkic. Lays it up off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 20.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Simons, the pass to Nurkic. This one for 3. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Irving looking for an opening. Puts it up from 12. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
A shot's good from Irving. And that's 17 points for Kyrie Irving.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Lillard against Harden. From deep three-point range, Portland again missing. Got a piece of it. Nurkic with the steal. Powell for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a guy you can leave alone. Not if you have any hope of closing the gap.
Anthony against Green. Now here's Irving. 6 to shoot. Here's the 3. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Here's Simons. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Harden. Left side, Irving. And Anthony sends it back. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. So for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anthony Simons. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Jeff Green. Lets it go from deep. And that's good. Kevin Durant for 3.
You just feel like it's going in. Durant has a lethal-looking stroke from beyond the arc.
Lillard against Harden. And Lillard kicks to Covington. The 3. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist from Covington. And the Trailblazers lead by 21. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. .143 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Johnson. The pass to Llewellyn. From deep. He can't get it to go. Now Portland takes it the other way. Jones, no one around him. No good on the triple. Nets trail by 21.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Portland.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jusuf Nurkic.
The energy he played with tonight was amazing, and it paid off the most on the glass where he dominated the rebounding stats.
Pass to Shamet. Back to Johnson. From outside the arc, Portland grabs the miss. Here's Giles. He's covered by Shamet. Jones for three. The rebound by Johnson. Here's Shamet. Excellent D from Cancer. He's covered by Shamet. Pass to Simons. He kicks to Jones. That three off the mark. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it out tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it. A look from before as the Clippers made their way to the locker room. And with
good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. So the Nets starting five. They've got Harris, Harden out there with Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant in at the 4 slot. And for the Clippers, Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Zubac in at the 5. Now here's Jackson. Outside Leonard. Back to Jackson. Morris trying to free himself up. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
That savvy little up fake there, fooling the D. Irving's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Nets. George finds Jackson. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
Nobody near Irving. Here's Durant. Another shot. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Left side, George. And it's good. 2 points.
Facing up from mid-range, George could have tried to drive, but takes what the defense gives him.
In the corner, it's Harris. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. The Nets working the ball around now. 5 on the clock. And the rejection by Zubac. Now the Clippers moving it up. Jackson's got the ball. Morris passes to Leonard. Second chance effort. Here's Zubac. Leonard with no one around. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Shoots from the elbow. That one's not going to go. George with the defensive effort. Pass to Zubac. And George, here we go. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Jackson. The Nets also changing it up. Griffin comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Green in for Durant. Jeff Green on the wing. Outside Irving. Back to Harden. Trying to get something going. No good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And the wide open shot from Morris. No good from outside.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
George against Harden. And George, here we go. Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here is Harden on the wing. Harris back to Harden. Fires the three. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harden's got 5 now.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
Leonard against Harris. Leonard the pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Irving from long range. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
George passes to... Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Unbelievable! Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Outside Irving. Griffin trying to get open. A three-pointer off the mark.
He has gone ice cold this quarter. Obviously not helping their cause.
George with the bucket.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
There's the pass to Harden. And on the way from Irving for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Defensively, they have had their sights set on Kevin Durant, and they've done it. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
Batuma's out there with Patrick Patterson. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's Kennard in at the 2 guard. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Cousins with the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Irving for 3. The rebound by Patterson.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Cousins, no good. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. 9-point game. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite too, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Here's Kennard. He dishes it to Cousins. Beverly, the pass to Cousins. Banked in off the glass. Cousins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Irving from long range. That shot no good. And the Clippers will come the other way.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Passes it to Patterson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great play. Johnson with the block. Here's Cousins.
Can't be careless with DeAndre is around. He slaps shots back with some real authority.
Here's Claxton. And the Nets miss again. Los Angeles leading by 10. Jackson looking it over. And there's the feed to Batum. Back to Jackson. Pass to Cousins. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Cousins has got the lead up to 12 now for the Clippers. Outside, KD. But they recover it. Here's Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
What I like about that play, DeAndre Jordan not just looking to corral the miss, he's looking to finish the job.
Johnson against Jackson. Patterson got it. Good job in the low post. And the Clippers lead by 12.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And here's KD for 3. Here's Jordan. Goes back up. Doesn't go for it. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Jackson dishes to Batum. Lots of room. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Putting a little creativity into it. Durant usually making it look easy, but not here.
Jackson against Johnson. Back to Jackson. There's the triple. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Johnson finds KD. There's the 3. That doesn't go either for KD. Kennard with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Launches the 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Brown drives in. Outside Jordan. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Offensive rebound.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Jackson passes to Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
And so it's Los Angeles. 13 points up at the end of the period.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet. Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. And Kenny, like Kawhi Leonard, Paul George doesn't show a whole lot of emotion. He lets the production. And that
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You've got to like what Ivica Zubac has done in this game.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for Brooklyn now, we've got DeAndre Jordan. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harden in at the point guard.
Oh, he is saying, come out and find me. Kyrie from well beyond the arc.
Now Jackson. He has 5. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Harden surveying the D, and that one is good.
Superb finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Griffin's checked in for Jordan, and it's Green in for Durant. The Nets shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Left side, Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Outside for Jackson. Drains it from beyond the arc. Jackson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
And a deep 3 from Harden. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Nets trail by 14. Shoots the 3. And the Nets miss again. LA's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. George with no one around. And the 3 off target. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Kyrie, an outstanding free throw shooter and very crafty, working himself to the line.
So for the Clippers, hands checked in, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Paul George.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Rondo passes to Beverley. Outside for Rondo. Now the pass to Zubac. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Nets trail by 12. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good off the back of the rim. Clippers have gone 3 of 6 in the 3rd quarter. 50% from the field. Rondo passes to Zubac. Harris against Leonard. Second shot opportunity. Kicks it to Beverley. Rondo against Griffin. And here's Leonard from 3. The rebound by the Nets.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Beverley finds Zubac. Back to Beverley. Griffin with some nice D.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
You know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Every organization needs team-first guys like Patrick Beverley. That's a terrific pass.
Harden the pass to Green. Nets passing it around for three. Harris missing again.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
And Leonard gets it to go.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Nets trail by 14. Harden outside. There's 49 seconds left in the third. Outside, Green. On the wing, Irving. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Irving's got 10 points here in the second half.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Zubac kicks to Leonard. Back to Zubac. To the left side wing. Outside, Rondo. Over in the corner, Beverly. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Harden outside. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Fires at the elbow. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
And something that Harden continues to work on. That kind of defensive effort makes his coaches.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Marcus Morris is out there with Paul George. Then there's Jackson. Then there's Batum. And it's Kennard in at the 2. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Harden against George. And he banks in the layup. And the Clippers lead by 11.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Durant with a wide open look. And a miss there on the triple.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And yes, it's good. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
Harden the pass to Claxton. He kicks it to Durant. Jacks up a 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
It's really nothing you can do to stop that. Durant at his height, he has a quick trigger, and he makes it look easy.
George against Harden. Now, here is George. D right on him, and he lays it straight in.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And Durant launches from deep. They get it back. Picked away. Right side, George. Left side, Batum. Kennard's shot is off.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
Clippers leading by 12. And George kicks to Batum. Morris outside. Launches a 3. Kevin Durant with the rebound. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And Harden wide open. He shoots. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position. An effective scorer in that area.
Jackson passes to Kennard. Outside, George. Jackson in the corner. Takes a three. Rebound, Brooklyn. A deep three from Durant. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Durant's got it back down to single digits for the Nets. Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Jordan against Jackson. Inside. Here's Batum. Back to Jackson. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's George. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
So comfortable in pick and roll. Paul George is a top-level ball handler who consistently makes the right play.
Clippers leading by 9. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Fires the three. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Los Angeles.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Paul George.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Batum. Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. But deep three from George. No good with the triple.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
And here is Johnson. Up top, Griffin. Here's Luwawu. His 3-pointers off the mark. George from deep 3-point land. No good there. So the Clippers with the win, even early on in this one. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do